I'd like to say welcome to another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Well, I'm your host, Alan Sample. I'd like to start out saying welcome. I hope everyone been having great weeks so far. I hope y'all been enjoying family thus far. I know the Thanksgiving holiday just getting kicked off. Thanksgiving is this Thursday. I hope everyone gets to eat good, eat a lot, enjoy family and friends, have a lot of good, safe family and friendly fun. Please be careful out there, people. Please look out for the law. They're going to be everywhere and they're going to be many places. State troops are going to be out. Police is going to be out. So if you're going to have fun, you plan on getting drunk this Thanksgiving weekend, find a stationary place. This is just a little blessing, a token of love to all my fans, my listeners, and subscribers, or anyone. You ain't even got to be a fan. You can be a hater. Hey, be careful this weekend. It's going to be crazy. This weekend and this week. Enough said about that. This week on the show, it's going to be pretty quick. I'm not going to try to hold y'all too long. I like to say again, thank you to all my followers, listeners, and subscribers. I thank y'all for all of your likes, all of your comments. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for liking the show. Like I said, if you ever have any comment that you would like to make or to critique or have anything to say about any one of my segments or topics that I'm on, feel free to leave me a comment, message, whatever you like. I take all criticism the same, good, bad, and the worst. And enough said on that. But this week on the show, man, I just wanted to talk to y'all about a couple things. And I know to all my fans and all my subscribers, I know I started out saying I was going to be on here like 2 times out of the month. Things been getting very hectic in my life, so please forgive me, bear with me. But I have a busy schedule. But I thank y'all for continuing to tune in and listen. I'm going to try to continue to bring you good facts, good information, entertainment topics, things that current that can you use in your life. And also leave you with food for thought, that Bible verse of the week that touches my heart. And I hope it touches yours too to help anyone who out there in this world or in this world in their life who's needs some guidance. And that's why I leave you every week with the food for thought, the Bible verse of the week. But we're going to get this show kicked on off. And I'd like to say thank y'all again. And a hats off to you. This week on the show, in current events. Now, I know all of us have been paying attention. I hope we have other things that are going on in our country with this government shutdown. We came very close, people, for having a government shutdown. Congress came in. It is supposed to have shut down on November the 17th. That was the deadline. But Congress ended up coming up with a solution, a final approval for a temporary government funding plan package that they pushed through in the budget to extend into the new year to get past the holidays. A lot of different senators and people that's in Congress was pushing very hard not to have the government shut down. And if you know anything about a government shutdown will it'll put a halt on a lot of different things that involve like student loans, student loan deferment, payment plans, all of that, because you need people in the office who works, and those are federal jobs. That's just one area. Another area, if they hadn't came up with this temporary solution, and like I said, it's just a temporary solution. And, it's good that they did come together and made that and finally stopped lobbying and got this thing together, because a lot of these people need their jobs. We want them to have their jobs. I want them to have their job because the things they're doing It's the thing that's gonna help us down the road and right now. Another place, another area where I'm glad they did find this temporary budget. And they did everything they power to stop this shutdown. Was federal workers and Social Security workers. It'd have been real hard for people to get a lot of stuff processed and things done. But like I said again, the shutdown has supposed to have happened on November the 17th, but Congress did come together and finally made a temporary approval, a package they put in to get past the holidays into the new year. But when that package runs out, we as a country need to hope and pray that our leaders that are in Congress can come together and find a solution to get this problem settled. Because everybody needs their jobs. We need the assistance. As people of the United States, we need the assistance. We need their help. Because people, you got so many elder people who call Social Security about their checks and students who's trying to get their student loans and things of that nature corrected and handled. So we need these people at work. And my hats off to Congress and to President Biden to very swiftly in signing and getting that passed. Moving right along in the show, and other current events in the show for this week, on a more positive side. Yeah, on a more positive side in current events of the show. In Auburn, the Laura Hotel and Spa was rewarded a 5-diamond designation by AAA. Meaning, if AAA give them a 5-star, a 5-diamond rating, that means that's one of the top ratings that AAA gives out. And this is to a hotel and spa called the Laura Hotel and Spa in Auburn. It sits atop of a building that's on their campus. It is the only 5-diamond status hotel in Alabama. And the people who run it said the goal is to set Auburn apart from the rest as hospitality and education. Because if I'm not mistaken, people, it is on Auburn campus or very close nearby. But man, that's big. From my research, I didn't even know we had something like that, you know what I'm saying, of that magnitude, of that rating. That was, you know what I'm saying, somewhere you can take your wife, your fiance, your girl in your life, or you can just go buy a certificate for your mom or your father. Something a place that you can take them to relax and then get that 5-star treatment. And also enjoy yourself and take some of that stress off. And like I said, this is something in a more lighter side in the current events that I just wanted to share with you all, because a lot of people be thinking there's not a lot of things to do in Alabama. And I'm here to tell you, there are. You just got to look for them. You got to be willing to go and try it out. Sometimes you never know. You might enjoy yourself. You might want to go back. But hats off to the Laura Hotel and Spa in Auburn. A big salute to their score they got by the AAA, the rating. That's big. Hey, can't say too much bad about that. And lastly, but not least, in current events for this week on the show. And this is a very touchy subject for me, because I've been watching this, I've been following this. I know a lot of young people, I hope a lot of young people who listen to rap music or who listen to the hip hop music, the culture, or anything of that nature, has been following this case, the YSL case of Young Thug. And I hope you've been paying attention, because as of I think, not think, as I know of last week, the judge came out who's over Young Thug case, came out and ruled that his lyrics can be used in the prosecution case. Now, I made this part of my current events this week because it's a very touchy subject to me, and it rocks me to my core a little bit because this is one of our constitutional rights, your First Amendment right to freedom of speech. And this is my opinion. This is my opinion. These are not facts. But what I'm saying is, and I'm gonna give you both sides of it. I'm gonna let you see both sides of it. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna give you two different scenarios. And I'm not being biased. I'm not being racist. None of that, because I'm not racist at all. I try to be unbiased, but this touched home because I listen to rap music. I grew up listening to rap music. I grew up listening to the blues. I grew up listening to country music, rock and roll, all type of. Because I played sports. So it was all type of different genres of music that got me amped and got me ready for the game that I work out to in the gym and different things of that nature. So I listen to the lyrics of these people and what they're saying. And like the Constitution states, you have freedom of speech. And I feel like your lyrics are freedom of speech. It's just another creative way of you using your mind to create something that you just made up. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of things in this music that some people can take and feel like they can associate with real life. But it's not real. Just like this young man's name, Young Thug. That's a character. That is not a real person. This is something he made up. Something he created to his creative genius to make money off of. Now, my first point. Now, and I've been following the case, and they do have a lot of different things, a lot of facts, a lot of stuff they say that they can prove that they have done to prove that these guys of the YSL members or association, I don't like saying gang, said they were involved in criminal activity. Now, if they were involved in criminal activity, I don't condone hurting nobody, taking the law into your hands, doing anything of that nature. So if they have any connection with that, with the lyrics, that is baffling. Because that'll be stupid, I feel, as a person of intelligence and a young man who's professionally a rapper trying to articulate himself in his articulation of genius and making money off of, to incriminate himself that badly. But I'm so stuck on the freedom of speech part about it because it's one of our constitutional rights. And a lot of things that people know, everybody in the black culture knows, and I hope they do. This is only entertainment, people. This is not real. Rap is 99% BS. Rap is probably, a lot of these guys rapping about somebody else's life they didn't seen. They're not living it. I've been watching videos and doing research and listening to several rappers, Lil Boosie, 50 Cent, several other rappers around from this area in Atlanta, different places. These people are not, if you see them in their real life, 2 Chainz, Ludacris, some of the things that these people are saying, they don't live that way. This is just something of a creative side of them, something they have seen or something that they have embellished. It could have been something small, but it's crazy to see that the judge is authorizing and letting the prosecution used this young man's lyrics to prosecute him when this just was a side of his creative genius that he was doing to just make money. And it was a character. It was a fake character. It's a character that he made. Because I hope y'all don't think that Lil Boosie's real name is Lil Boosie. This guy has a real name. Hope you think 2 Chainz his name is 2 Chainz. These are characters. The same way I listened to a song today with Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar called Mona Lisa. They made a whole song about robbing, killing, and jacking somebody. Had a girl to do it. Now, in our culture or in our life of living as African Americans in this country, yes, some things like that do happen. But because they was rapping it, Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne, that doesn't mean that they are the ones who are committing those acts. A lot of people rap and say things about what they seen. Some people even say stuff, but they take it about what they heard. It could be lies. So you basically saying you finna take these folks' life and their freedom for some imaginary BS, a story, a character. And I just feel like it's very stereotype on a black person, stereotypical for picking on these young African American men because, and excuse me for what I'm saying, but sorry, not sorry. Because I have listened to a song by Marilyn Manson. He was talking about killing, cutting the heads off, drank the blood of a chicken, sacrificing a young lady's body, worshiping the devil. Ain't nobody take him serious. Ain't nobody come in and say we're going to use his lyrics against him in a court of law. And we see it all the time in our country where things are not the same. It don't hold the same weight for black African Americans or white Caucasians. It is simple as that. I'm not racist at all. I treat people like they want to be treated, and I hope they treat me the same. But if they don't, so what? You can't make no one like you. You can't make no one treat you the way you want to be treated. But you have to be smart enough, have sense enough to get yourself away from those situations or not get yourself involved in those situations. But I say all that to say this. And it has been several songs, rock and roll songs, like I heard Limp Bizkit and other different country singers and rock and roll singers talk about some of the outlandish, crazy acts of the things they've done to women, to people, what they plan on doing, what they smoking, and some of it's criminal acts. But why, when it comes down to an African American young man who don't fit the bill, don't look the way they want him to look, who have a connection to some people in the neighborhood, in the streets, automatically he's their leader? Because a couple people testified and said that he was. If you put 100 years in somebody's face, they'll lie. I promise you they will. Because they want their freedom. If you tell them they're going to jail for 50 years, and you put on the paper and say they did, ain't he the one did it? If not, you're going to take this. I don't want to, that's all I think it is. That's all I see it is. This is my opinion, and this is my right. And just like this, my podcast, this is a show based off your opinion, your freedom of speech, of the things that you have researched, the things that I've looked up. And it's baffling to see that a judge would allowed to use someone's lyrics, and when they've been in several other cases where white society in their culture and in their songs have said some of the heinous, hatred, evil, malicious things, just as they say this young man has said. But with his situation, they saying they have facts to connect that he was actually talking about he murdered, he did this, he did that. And it's crazy to me, man. It's like we can't, as a people in the United States of America, we can't get out of our own way. That's why we will never be correct. That's why the world will never get better. You can hate me. You can get mad about what I'm saying. Let me know. I take all criticism, saying the good, the bad, and the ugly. I take all of it. But it's crazy. Because Young Thug is not a real person. Jeffrey is. Now I don't condone any type of criminal activity, anything that is illegal. And I hope no one listens to rap music, country music, rock and roll, anything like that and take it seriously. This is entertainment, people. That all it is, entertainment. Nothing more. And it's baffling to see, man, that, hey, they finna take this man's words of his creative genius, of the things that he was doing, just being creative and coming up with a plan and a plot and a premise and then executing. And he made money off of it. He made big money off of it. And it's baffling and it's very absurd and asinine to see that we as a country are allowing this to go down, and when we have a constitutional rights of freedom of speech. It's baffling, man. And it's sickening to my stomach, and it's sad. Because it's another scenario for black men or black people that's unfair. And they wonder why the country, and I don't promote hatred, none of that. I'm with unity. I want all of us to be together. Like the Bible says, we should love one another. Treat people like you want to be treated. But this is very absurd. And it's like, what's the point of having a constitution? What's the point of having a constitution? And that is it for current events for this week. Moving right along. In the life segment this week, I want to talk to you about just one or two little things, man, that this is somewhat where it is how I feel. And in the life segment, I try to leave you with some type of food for thought to inspire you and to help you. And I feel like it's okay to have friends, but it's best to have one friend who's happy for you all the time, who's there to support you, who's there to see you win, somebody there to encourage you in your dreams. Because everybody ain't your friend. Everybody who smiles in your face don't care about you. Everybody they call your family ain't your family. Y'all gonna have the same blood. They don't give two shakes of a shit about you. And excuse my French. So it's best to have not a whole lot of people. It's good to have a big network because the higher your the more your networking is the better your net worth. But it's not good to have so many friends in your close personal circle because those same friends can take you down because they think they know your business. They think they got something on you. Everybody don't mean you well. Everybody that smile in your face don't mean you well. Me personally, I learned this the hard way. I feed people with a long handled spoon. Certain people, not all. But you listen to everything and you watch everything these people say around you. Now, I'm not saying listen and to take what they said and run back and go tell somebody, because if that's the case, you're not a friend at all. Don't be sitting around being petty and messy because you don't think it's going to cut your blessing off. It is. The karma might not got you yet, but it's coming. And just like I'm saying in this life segment, man, find you some people, some friends who's happy for you all the time. Not some of the time. Happy for you all the time. Always trying to see you do good. Who are always there to encourage you, no matter what the situation. Who are always there to support you. And support you in your goals and the things that you're trying to do and praying and hoping to see you win. Because that's what a friend is, that's what you need in your life. A team. You need someone there who's there to see you win. Support your aspirations and your goals. But, like I said in this segment, everybody ain't your friend. And it's best to have a very small circle of people. This is 2023. So much murder, so much killing is going on. It is so dark. We are living in dark times. And that's just my opinion. It's not facts, but it's just my opinion. We're living in dark times. I feel that way. I see it all the time. I feel, just like I was just talking about this in current events with these lyrics being used and all other type of things that are going on in this country and in this world. So with all this evil and hell and hatred is going on, you need someone around you who can uplift you and encourage you and support your dreams and aspirations. And then too, a lot of acquaintances, some of the time, who are lazy and self-centered are just jealous of your success. And I'm going to repeat that. A lot of times, a lot of people that you are acquainted with, that you call your acquaintance, they are lazy. They are lazy. They don't have no push in themselves. They are quick. They are quick to look at your faults and to put you down and to step on you and talk about you and do everything in their power to downgrade and lower you and belittle you. And they are very self-centered. And they're jealous of your success. Like an old person told me, even salt look like sugar. Even salt look like sugar. So everything that looks sweet, look good, look nice, look wholesome, say they this, say they that, they really ain't for you. So it's best to keep your circle small as you can. You already got people doing all types of things to try to find out your mindset, the way you think, and what are you on. And why you trying to do this? Why you want to go do that? Why you trying to? Who said something when you did? They say anything about when you did this? You did that. Look in the mirror. Get yourself correct before you can try to get anyone else. Correct yourself. And all the hatred, the dirty, messy, it'll go out the window because when you look at yourself, you'll see your flaws in yourself. You'll see that you're not perfect. It's just like the Bible said when they were talking, when they was threatening, to hit Mary Magdalene with these rocks. Like the Bible said, who without sin cast the first stone? All of us in this world live in sin. All of us. All of us commit sin on a daily basis. And I say all that to say this, man. Keep your circle small. Be careful who you tell your personal information to. Be careful who you let in your life, because everybody don't mean you well. A lot of people are jealous of your success, jealous of you having what they got. They want to see you where you always normally be or have been in your life. Asking, begging, looking for them for a handout. Once you stop doing that, people, you're going to see a lot of people don't want to see you successful. They want you to commit crimes. They want you doing ignorant, belligerent, asinine, stupid, crazy stuff. They want to see you do crazy stuff. Because that's your position in their minds for you. So be careful. And like I used to tell some, and like a while back, I used to tell a group of young guys, if you're going to do anything, do it on your own. If you got anything that you're trying to do it on your own. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody's not your friend. I had to find this out the hard way. And that is my message to you today in the life segment. Moving right along. And like I said, I'm not trying to keep y'all long in the show. And I know it's been a while since I came on here. I know I put a show out probably a month ago. I'm gonna try to put more out. But like I said, people, I be busy, and but I'm gonna be consistent. And I promise you, you can all, if you follow me and you listen, and then I hope you do like the show and the things that I cover. I try to be informative. I try to bring you entertainment news. Try to keep you hip and in tune to what's the things that is going on around the country, and just give you my opinion on it. That's all it is. And then, like I said, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me on. I'm on all platforms. Hit me up on my YouTube channel at Alan Sample, at Alan Sample 5055, or you can hit me on I'm on every platform: iTunes, Spotify, Apple Tunes, Spreaker.com. Anywhere a podcast or music is at, you can find the show. And please leave a comment. And also, you can hit me up on the website at Spreaker.com, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly podcast. But moving right along, in health this week, some steps to help you achieve your goals of fitness. First off, drink. And I know y'all get tired of me saying this. Every show, I say this in health. To try to get fit, man, drink plenty of water. That's the first step. Drink plenty of water. Water is the best thing you can have to cleanse your kidneys, make your skin look better. Sometimes you might even wonder why I keep having so many bumps and other things, but I'm not no dermatologist, but I'm speaking from facts, from what I know I do, and I'm just saying, drink plenty of water, man. Plenty of water. And if you're trying to get fit, you don't have to do all this crazy, hard exercises, strenuous, you know what I'm saying? Everyone can't do what you are doing or someone else they see. You gotta find a program, a exercise regimen that's for you, that fits you. To most people, I tell you, get you a trainer, get someone who can inspire you and motivate you and push you in the right way, and that can motivate you too in the right way too, to get you to where you need to be. Because all of us need help. I do, many others. Never shop with someone who's trying to bless you and to help you. So getting a trainer, don't feel embarrassed. Some of the best do it, and some pay a lot for it. Move constantly. Exercise much as you can. If it's nothing but a brisk walk, speed walking, you don't got to jog, none of that. Just walk fast and constantly do that. Make it a habit. Try to eat lean protein. Now, a lot of people don't like protein, but if you ever go to the doctor or a hospital and you get sick and you're seeing these people drink these Ensures, these older people, and some young, these Ensures is full of protein. If you ever went to a nursing home and you've seen what some of your elderly grandparents and people of that nature drinks, that's protein. Protein build muscle, it strengthens the bones. So, like I said, eat lean protein. Eat a lot of natural foods, plant-based. These type of foods will help you lose weight. These type of foods are from the earth. A lot of green things, a lot of fruits, veggies. And the next, get plenty of sleep. If you sleep deprived, you ain't no good to nobody. You're no good to nobody. So get you plenty of rest. Plenty. Next, find an outlet. Find you something that you like to do that is consistent with some type of exercise, walking. You and a friend, you and a homegirl, anything. Y'all been talking gossip. You in the home or shoot basketball. Just find y'all something to do besides sitting in front of the TV. Besides just playing the game or whatever. Just my thoughts. And also find you a purpose in life. And that might not seem like it's a health tip, but it is. If you find something, a purpose in life, this is something that you'll work hard at. This is something that you'll take time out of your day just to do. This is something that you'll make time for. This is a goal. This is one of your aspirations that you want to see get done. So finding that niche, your purpose, or whatever that you like to do, it will get you to moving. That's exercise. That's healthy. And that is it this week in the health segment. Also, in hip hop this week. Now, this is not nothing big. I ain't got nothing big for hip hop this week, but I just want to tell y'all, I just wanted to let you know. is a young man, one of my good close friends, one of my big homies, one of my classmates by the name of Polk Dog. He got some new music out. Please go listen. It's on YouTube. He's posted it on Facebook. Check it out. You can find it on my Facebook page. Also, you can find it on my podcast. Check out my homeboy Polk Dog. Got some new music just dropped. It's hot. The sound, man. Look, the sound is fire. It's on point. Hey, big salutes to that young man. Big salutes. And like I said, please, you can find him on YouTube. His name is Polk Dog. You can Poke space DOG and just type it in on YouTube, man, or go on Facebook. You will find it. And that is it this week in hip hop. Thank you. Short and sweet, yes, real short and sweet. Moving right along. In sports this week, things are heating up in the SEC. As you know, my team, the Alabama Crimson Tide, did clinch the West. Boy, I don't know how many it is for Nick Saban now, but I know this. I can't wait to see the SEC championship between Alabama and Georgia. Please weigh in. Please leave comments. Please let me know what you think about this game that's coming up in Atlanta. It's going to be a blowout. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be lit, to say the least. Alabama took its rightful place, as well as the Georgia Bulldogs, for the SEC championship. And man, if I wish I could just be a fly on the wall at the SEC championship, because that game, two heavy hitters, two powerhouses in the South, Georgia and Alabama, man, they're going to be a game for the centuries. And I got faith, and I got favor in that Tide. The Crimson going to roll, baby. Crimson going to roll. And last but not least, on the show for this week, and like I told y'all, I'm trying not to hold you too long, but I'm trying to make it very much informative, touch on different points and subjects, because I know we all are trying to enjoy family. This is Thanksgiving week. We're probably cooking, making pies, cakes, whatever, chicken and dressing. I don't want to hold you too long, but I thank you for listening and tuning in. And please check me out on my YouTube channel at Alan Sample, 5055. And I'm on all platforms. If you don't like the show or not, let me know. I will give you a response. It'll be a positive one. But one of my favorite segments on the show, the Bible verse of the week. And like I said at the beginning of the show, I try to leave you every week with some food for thought. And I hope it would help you as much as this helps me. This inspires me. God's word motivates me, leads me, guides me. It shows me the right way when I'm thinking about going wrong or left. So the Bible verse of the week comes from Jeremiah 29, chapter 29. Jeremiah chapter 29, verses 11 through 14. And I'm going to repeat that. The verse of the week comes from Jeremiah chapter 29, verses 11 through 14. And I picked this verse this week, this Bible verse of this week, because it fits my title. It fits the topic of the show. And I try to incorporate the title in the Bible verse of the week and the life segment all together. I try to somehow, some way maneuver and blend those together, especially with the Bible verse of the week with the title. Because the title speaks monuments of what my true points and my inspiration and motivation and my motives for the show is for. So this is the reason I chose this verse. And like I always say, ask God for understanding of His word and not of your own. As well as that's what I do. When you read this for yourself, ask God for understanding of His word and not of your own. In the verse from Jeremiah chapter 29, 11 through 14, it reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. There are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and hope." Verse 12, "And in those days when you pray, I will listen." Verse 13, "And if you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me." Verse 14, "And I will be found by you, says the Lord, and I will end your captivity and restore your fortunes. I will gather you out of the nations where I sent you and will bring you home again to your own land." And like I said, this is Jeremiah 29, chapter 29, verses 11 through 14. And when you read it, ask God for understanding, but not of your own. And what I interpret from these verses that I just read, it's basic to me. It's basic knowledge. It's basic. Don't follow your own mind or what you think is right. Follow your heart. Don't get misconstrued about the trials and tribulations and the things that you're going through in your life. Because God got a plan for you, because you're one of His kids. You His child. He loves you just like He loved anybody else. Just like the just and the unjust. He love us all the same. But don't beat yourself up because you're struggling and you're going through it and you're catching it. And you're catching purity, Hell. Because we all are. Because God loves you. He's not going to tear you down. He's not going to forsake you. He just wants you to trust into Him. And just like this verse says, and when you come to Him in those days, He's going to hear your prayers. He's going to hear you. And as you look for Him, and you mean it in your heart of hearts, and you know what I mean when I say, and you mean what you're saying when you come to Him in your prayers, even when you see the things in your goals and your aspirations and everything that you praying for and what you're trying to do, without the words spoken, He knows. He got a plan for you. He just wants you to come to Him. Once you come to Him, He will hear your prayers. God will never forsake you. He'll never forsake us. He gave His only begotten Son to die for our sins. So you think if He give His own Son, He'll forsake you and leave and drop you off? You done made it thus far? Just keep fighting a good fight. every day ain't gonna be perfect. Ain't now they gonna be good. Ain't now they gonna be perfect. You might have good days, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have hills and you're gonna have valleys. You're gonna have highs and lows. But God got a plan for you. Just come to Him. And you come to Him wholeheartedly. And He will bring you back. He will, even though you go to, you might struggle so bad to where you done fell off track and you got into a dark place. But come back to God. And that's my understanding of these words. Come back to Him and He will correct your path. He will bring you back and put you back on top. You might have been you might have went all the way to the bottom. But God has the power to uplift you and bring you out of the mud, out of your slumber, out of your midst of whatever you're facing and what you're going through. Because He got a plan for you. He got a purpose for your life. Don't never think the things of this world is going to overtake you, it's going to tear you down, it's going to kill you. Have faith in God and strength in His word and His mercy on your life, that your purpose and your purpose for your life. God got a purpose for you. He got a plan mapped out just for you. All you got to do is just come to Him and He will bring you back. No matter what you lost and what you've been through, just come to Him and mean it. You know what y'all know what I mean by mean it. Meaning in your heart of hearts. When you say those words of prayer. When you come to Him. Because God got plans for you. He got purpose for all of our lives. He will bring you back and restore you and uplift you and all the aspiration and the inspiration and things of your goals, things of your heart and your dreams will come to fruition. It will be fulfilled. Everybody got struggle, people. Everybody catch pure DHELL. This is the world we live in. God suffered. Jesus suffered. We are no better than Him. Just know. Just have faith. Keep fighting the good fight. Stand fast. Stay in the fight. Don't give up on yourself, because God never will turn His back on you. He got a plan for your life, and that is it this week for the Bible verse of the week. And I like to thank and hope that and pray that to all my listeners, followers, and subscribers, that this food for thought this week, this Bible verse of the week, as I call it, will help someone who might be on the line, on the banana peel from going left and doing the wrong thing and giving up, to just stay in the fight and go right. Keep your head up. It's okay. You might not have all the gold and glamour, the nice shoes, the nice cars, the most beautiful girlfriend, whatever, the most handsomest boyfriend, or the things of your dreams, of your heart yet. But just continue to fight. Continue to pray. And I guarantee you, it's going to come to fruition, because you're putting that work in. First you put the prayer, then you put work. Ain't that gonna stop you? And I hope this verse, the Bible verse this week from Jeremiah 29:11 through 14, I hope it helps anyone who's listening to this show. And like I said again, I'm gonna say it again, I'm gonna continue to say it. Read it. Get understanding of your own. Ask God to help you understand His word. Don't take my word for it. Read it and get it and ask Him for understanding of His word for you, for yourself. And I like to say thank you to all my followers and listeners and people who tuned in tonight. tune in today and listen to the show. Please continue to hit that subscribe button, that like button. Continue to tune in. You can watch my show on YouTube at Alan Sample 5055. First, you gotta type in Alan Sample at Alan Sample lowercase 5055. That's my YouTube channel. Hit your boy up. I'm on all platforms: Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, whatever podcast is at. And I'd like to say thank you again and hats off to all of y'all. And I wish and hope everyone have a safe and happy Thanksgiving week.